Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Marshall back with Bids and Offers, and I wanted to make this video showcasing a trade that I took yesterday, Tuesday, April 22nd, getting long on the E-mini futures contracts here at these 52.66.50s and getting out at these 52.83s. And I used order flow and technical analysis to give myself this trade idea and execute in a real time, confirming the trade using my order flow. So something that I want to show you guys in this video is essentially when pieces of context come together and allow me to create a quality trade plan that I can use repeatedly. So, no trade is exactly the same, but there are many different trade setups that you can take repeatedly by finding things in the market over and over and over again and tweaking your setups over time to improve them. So basically what I want to get into is this chart on the left here showing you yesterday, April 22nd's price action from 9:30 a.m. to wherever this ends currently at like 10:50. So after the open right here, what I was really looking for was a pullback into this area right here. As you can see on this volume profile that I have drawn from the 9:30 open to current market price where I got long at 10:18. This shows you all of the volume at price from the 9:30 open to 10:18 where I executed. So this is the only thing that you can see. So if I was to go like this, let me just click on this and then bring this over. If you were to look at this chart from right here, this is all you'd be able to see from 9:30 to current. And then as price develops over time, you get that right there. So basically, this volume profile shows you all the volume accumulated at price from 9:30 to 10:18. And these green and red bars over here signal delta. So what delta is the net difference between ask and bid volume executed at each price. So for example, at 52.66.50, you see this very, very large red bar. What this means is that there are a lot more aggressive sellers hitting the market to sell it lower right here than there are buyers willing to hit the market to bring it higher. So basically this negative delta, I believe it was like a 950 or 1,000 negative delta. The way I interpret this is at this price right here, it actually got executed right in here before this move up. So this big order came through right in here where minus, I think it was 950 sellers hit the market lower and then the market moved up. What does that tell you when there are 1,000 volume on the sell and the market moves up? What that tells me is that there's a buyer in here who's willing to suck up all of these passive sellers and then run the other way. So there is a bid that came in right here at these 65.50s that supported the market for this almost 20-point rally afterwards. What I also noted about this price right here is that you see this yellow line here at this 52.66. This represents the highest volume traded price on the day, again from 9:30 to 10:18. This is the highest volume traded price right here, and that just so happens to be just above this large negative delta. So this large negative delta is basically telling me that there is a large market participant right here who is willing to do business to bring the market higher. He's willing to put size on at the high of day. Now, if you know anything about price action breakouts and then a break and retest, you'll know that once price made this high here, came back and then broke above this high, used this area of supply as a new floor to bring price back up through this breakout here. What I would like to look for is a pullback back into this buyer, this bidder here, who was willing to put a lot of size on to suck up these sellers. At this price, when at current time, when price came down into this level, what I was looking to do was buy because the buyers had already proven strong by, number one, this rally at the open, number two, this rally after this dip into this low volume node right here, and this very large delta. This very large negative delta tells me that there's a bidder. So what I wanted to do was see price come back down into this area right here. Now you can see this large volume node on the footprint chart. This is a 32 tick range footprint chart. That's what I've been using recently on the ES. Essentially, each of these bars shows you 32 ticks of price movement. So there's 8 points in a single bar. These are not time-based bars, and these are not volume-based bars. This is just price movement. As you can see, each bar that shows up is exactly the same size. So this was this high that got put in right here, okay? Price fell, broke up back into this high. All this volume got executed right here. You see this very large red size right here, and then this very pretty decently large green size right here, which tells me that there is a great positive delta right here as well. And the market reacted off this level. The market came all the way up to these 5280s and then pulled right back into this high volume area, which is this VPOC right here with this large negative delta. So this area is what I was looking for. What I was looking for was to get an entry right here at these 5266s, which I did. Price came right back down into here, and basically I want to see if this large buyer, this large bidder in the market, is willing to support his trade thesis by defending price again, or vice versa. You know, it doesn't have to be him, but somebody else or other people that are also willing to defend the market here to bring the market higher. So something that I was looking for was price to stutter around this area. I wanted to see price stutter, and there's not necessarily any large volume confirmation, because again, you don't see any large negative delta in here. So you know, the sellers are not necessarily getting trapped in this moment. But what I saw was price came down into this level and it stuttered. It hit this high volume area that got executed and it stuttered. It just went like this, it bounced a couple times, and then the pace of the tape started to speed up a little bit right here as the buyers started to enter the market. As you can see, there was some good buying that came in that brought price back up above this high right here. So I hopped in long right here, speculating that this buyer who sucked up all these sellers would be strong in the market and willing to push price, to help defend his position, to push price back up above this high right here. Now, I also want to show you, if we go to the 30-minute over here, I want to show you my reasoning, or my possible target. Once I got into this trade, my possible target for, you know, where I want to hold the trade to. So right down here, right in these 5260s, I got long right in here at these 66s, and basically after seeing all this buying, I didn't entirely want to reverse this move to the downside, because I thought, you know, it would be kind of stupid trying to reverse this good momentum to the upside after this bottom got put in. So 5266, and I do like reversals, but I guess yesterday was more of a continuation day for me. I've gotten burnt a lot recently on trying to play reversals on really strong days, and it just doesn't work out. So you got to have all the pieces together for a good reversal. But anyway, some of my other videos show great reversal trades. So basically 5266, I got long here. Now I want to show you guys this area of price, 5283, okay? Or actually 5285, that's where this blue line is. So 5285 is where the market fell through and then broke above, used this general area as a support twice before moving up, came back down into this area right here where it got defended for another, what is that, almost 80-point upside right there, from this point to this point. So the buyers were really defending this price right here, and what I like to see is in these confliction points in the market where buyers and sellers are, you know, struggling for their advantage, I'd like to see these levels get tested again. Now, this gap down here on this 30-minute chart, we broke below this level, broke just back above it, and then broke below it. As you can see in this wick right here, might be kind of hard to see for you guys. In that wick right there, we essentially used that as a ceiling before moving lower and then sending price all the way back down into these 5130s. So after this rally, I was speculating that, hey, if I can get long right here at these 5260s to ride price back up to these 85s, if I have a stop that's about 4 points wide right here, saying, hey, if I can get long at these 5266s with my stop 4 points below, I'm saying, okay, basically I'm willing to go 4 points in the red on this setup to allow myself a 16.5-point winner. So that's a little bit over 4 times my potential risk, my profit. So trying to get long at these 66s, targeting the 83s, was a realized 16.5-point gain on 4 points of risk. So I could take this setup 4 times in a row, only win it once, and then be break even. So that's what I really like about risk multiples, is that if you have a high risk multiple, you can allow yourself a little bit of breathing room, and you can actually allow yourself to lose a little bit. You don't have to win every setup. So what I really like about this trade here is that I position myself well with the buyer in the market right here. I actually almost got stopped out for break even because as I entered and price came up 10 points, I'd moved my stop up to break even. I entered right here at these 66s, almost got stopped for break even, but the buyers nevertheless brought price all the way up into these 83s right here, where I was able to get out for 16.5 points of profit. Now, the final thing that I was looking at in this trade was these zero prints up here. Let me zoom this in for you so you can see it a little bit better. These zero prints at this high right here, right before I got my entry down here at 1018, this second zero print, ignore the ones that are on the end of the candles. These don't matter. If there's a zero on the end of the candle, that does not matter. I only look at the zeros that are in the inside of the candle, at least one tick. So this zero print means that nobody got filled. There was zero volume executed on the bid side of the market here. So nobody got executed on the bid. There may have been people who wanted to execute on the bid here, but nobody got filled. There was zero volume. Typically, these points in the market act as magnets for price to come back up into and fill, because auction market theory suggests that every price that buyers and sellers are willing to move price through, people want to do business at those prices. And the market came up and it moved too quickly away from this area for any volume to get transacted here, and it was not filled on this retest here. As you can see, price only came up to these 79.25s. Price did not come up to these 79.75s. So this zero print remained unfilled when price came down into this level and I got long. So being that this is here, this gives me a little bit extra boost of confidence to speculate that price would want to come back up into this area towards my target to help give me conviction on my target getting filled at these 52.83s. So basically, long at the 66s, out at the 83s, using order flow to confirm my setup. If I zoom out to go over here, yeah, you can see this kind of like pennant wedge pattern that formed. This is something that I like in a bullish market. When you see these dips get defended and then buyers make higher lows, and you see more people that are willing to push the market higher, obviously that's something that you like. There's not too much else that I have to say about this trade. I know I made on my Instagram at Bids and Offers, I made a short form video about this trade where I go in it pretty briefly and show you guys what I was thinking in this trade. The only thing I didn't go over is this zero print up here. But if you guys go follow me on my Instagram, you will get real-time updates in the morning of my positions as they play out. I post Instagram stories so that people can see my thoughts in real time. I have a lot of people that are reaching out to me about a course, about a program, some sort of mentorship, or live trading. So basically, I am already working on that, and I'm in the works with live trading. I'm partnering with somebody to do some live trading for people. I think that that's going to be really beneficial to a lot of people, seeing my thoughts play out in real time. Basically, I'm no god, but I have an edge in the market, and I have an ability to spot setups and opportunities to profit off of them. And I would love to help other people be able to find that same edge and be able to profit from these opportunities in the market. So if you guys are interested, go DM me, leave a comment down below if you guys would be willing to learn more, and any video ideas that you guys want to hear, any answers you guys need, or any questions that you guys need answers to, let me know. Don't be afraid to reach out to me and ask me questions, and I will try and answer as many people as possible. I've gotten a lot of feedback on this YouTube recently. I've gotten like 10,000 views in the last week, so growing pretty rapidly here, and I'm just trying to manage the growth and be able to support as many people as possible. So the next video, I'm going to go over a trade that I took today, April 23rd, and that was another great trade, one and done. Both yesterday and today were one and dones. One trade, one win, done for the day. If you know me from any of my other videos, you know that I only like looking for one quality setup throughout the morning. I might try it a couple of times and lose a couple of times, but my winners pay for my losers, and I only like looking for one quality setup to take. As soon as it hits, I walk away, make a recap, and journal it, and try and improve every single day. So TikTok at Bids and Offers, X at Bids and Offers, Threads at Bids and Offers. You guys all go follow me on there. I have some new content coming out later this week. I have a new video coming out on how I use order flow levels like these to essentially create ideas and trade theses, so that I can capitalize on these moves that come off of these levels like this right here. So again, big negative delta at high a day, VPOC, breakout, retest from the sellers, retesting to see if these buyers can support. They did support. I got long here, 4-point stop just below this high volume node ledge right here, just below this low, so at the 52.62s, saying that hey, if sellers can bring price back down into here, I'll hop out. Realizing that loss. If price can come back up here to these 52.83s, I'll get out for a 16.5 point win. That's all I got to say about this trade. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.